From the Intellifluence headquarters in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, this is the Intellifluence Influencer Spotlight. In each episode, we sit down with an influencer from our network and we discuss their background as well as their unique approach to influencer marketing. Sasha Horne is an LA-based journalist, tech blogger, YouTube host, and former TV news reporter. She was also a Season 1 cast member of Whodunnit, the ABC show which developed a cult following in 2013. A year later, Sasha launched the popular blog SashaTalksTech.com, which is best described as an online hub for inspiring startup stories and tech talk for emerging brands and entrepreneurs. Readers will find it to be a resource for go-to gadgets, apps, and the digital lifestyle hacks needed to jumpstart businesses and streamline daily life as aspiring entrepreneurs. Sasha enjoys reviewing digital lifestyle products for women, as well as gadgets, beauty, and travel for the digital nomad or startup CEO on the go. Along with Facebook and Twitter and all the rest, you can catch Sasha on our YouTube channel called Sasha Reports. Can you tell us a little bit about your background as a TV news host, star on the cult classic ABC show Whodunnit, and as well as how you got your start as an influencer?
Yes, well, it was, in my opinion, it happened completely or unexpectedly. I spent my career working as a journalist for the past 10 years. I started out in radio, then I went on to be a TV news reporter, and I was working at what I thought at the time was my dream job in Washington, D.C. as a reporter for an international media outlet. When one day on my lunch break, I was just, on Craigslist, just looking just at gigs and, those types of things. Maybe I'd find a writing gig or something, but it said they were casting for a show where they wanted you to use your professional skills as a journalist to try to solve fictitious crimes. And so I've always been into mysteries, like the Babysitter's Club mystery books back in the day, and R L Stine, and now as an adult Stephen King. And so I was like, why not? Let me just try this out. And so I submitted a tape, and out of several 100,000 contestants, I was one of the lucky or unlucky 13, depending on how you want to see it. The concept of the show, spoiler alert, I didn't win the $250,000, but I did have an amazing time, and I'm still friends with most of the cast. But after doing that show, it was one of those decisions. I either had to continue working or quit my job and do the show because I had to fly out to LA to tape. And so I decided to go for it. And living in LA, I started my blog, Sasha Talks Tech, as a place for my audience to stay with me because I was now freelance. I didn't have a news outlet to be associated with. So I wanted a place where they could always find me. And once I started the blog, at first it was a cool way to see new tech and get into some really awesome events and share it with my audience. And then people just started contacting me and they're like, hey, we really value your opinion. We really love what you've built, and we'd like to send you this product for you to give your honest opinion. And that's how my influencer career started.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Have you interacted with any brands on Intellifluence yet, or?
Yes, I have. One of the most interesting brands that I've connected with is a New Air. They make a lot of different products for the house, and me being bi-coastal, living in Washington, D.C. and out in LA, I love the opportunity to test the different gadgets out at parties. For instance, I had this ice maker. So it's like a portable ice maker that you could just plug in and just take, around with you, and it makes 50 pounds of ice. And so it was really cool. Everyone was gathering around wow, that's so cool. I've never seen anything like that. And I've always been that type of person. I'll be the first one to tell somebody, oh, you should check out this app, or, oh, you need to use this thing. And so I'm now able to do that in the influencer space, thanks to you guys.
That's awesome. Now, are they nice, cube, clear, not foggy ice? Because I'd sign me up.
No, it turned out perfectly. The one thing you do have to keep in mind, though, is it'll only make one batch per 24 hours. So you got to plan ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm selfishly asking personal questions right now because I like a cocktail, but my fridge ice is not cutting it.
I even know people who they have to have the certain square ice for their bourbon, and then they have to have the shaved ice for their. So hey, I like the ice aficionado.
Nice aficionado, I love it.
All right, and you actually brought up your blog, and I was looking at that yesterday, and I noticed you had a lot of brands listed for who you've worked with. So what has been your favorite brand partnership to date?
Oh, wow, that's a really tough question. My favorite brand partnership to date. That's a tough one. Let me think for a second. I've done some really cool stuff with Best Buy, which I thought was really awesome because I was able to do a television segment. So basically it was a holiday gift guide television segment. And I took it on the road. I went to a station in West Palm Beach, some stations out in California, and Best Buy partnered with me and allowed me to borrow the products to demo on television. So that was really cool because it allowed me to open up Sasha Talks Tech to a whole new space. And that partnership with them, it obviously helps them to have somebody as their ambassador on air sharing their products that are cool for, the holidays or back to school.
That's awesome. So what are some strategies for growing and or optimizing your community engagement in terms of your audience on social?
I think consistency and authenticity are the biggest factors. I say consistency, and I don't mean that to say that you need to just have your phone on you at all times. There are definitely weekends where I delete all of my social media and I just, focus on family or whatever I have going on. And, just let your audience know, hey guys, I'm taking a quick little digital detox. I'll be back and see you guys later. And I say that because if you don't, I found they begin to check in, like, is everything okay? We haven't heard from you in a while. And authenticity, just being yourself. That's the thing that I really love about Sasha Talks Tech is I had no idea that there are people like me out there. Me and my friends were a little nerdy, we're a little, and so it's just really allowed me to meet all of these other people from all over the world, literally all over the world, who share the same interests. And a lot of times I'll get messages saying like, hey, I want to do something similar. How do I get started? Or I want to learn how to do what you do. And I've actually been able to mentor people that I met through social media. And it's just been a really incredible experience.
Okay, so I'm excited to ask this question because it's Mario Lopez and I've seen Holiday in Handcuffs and everything like that. So I saw that you spoke at City Summit 2018 along with a list of other notable speakers hosted by Mario Lopez. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so one of my really good friends, Jennifer, actually put that event together. And as part of she started her own PR company, which I think is super amazing. And she is always really good about letting me know what types of events and things are going on. And so I really like what they're doing, what the organization is doing. And I grew up watching Mario Lopez on Saved by the Bell. So for me, it was like fangirly moment.
She's younger, so she's talking about...
I've seen it, but...
We're Saved by the Bell era.
What is your reference for Mario Lopez? Just from like his TV hosting, or like, so you don't remember him as AC Slater with the, gun?
I remember him from Saved by the Bell. I haven't seen a lot of it, but like I've seen his movies, I've seen his TV hosting.
Saved by the Bell, the new class.
Generation Z. Us, I guess we're at like the tail end of the millennials. We're the older millennials now. The Generation Z, you guys, man, you guys got it made.
All right. So with a lot of technology constantly hitting the market, like the iPhone X last year, how do you determine what products you're going to review and which ones you want to skip?
Well, for me, the first thing is, do I think it's cool? Next, I try to skew in the direction of indie products that maybe were Kickstarter funded or, sort of like a mom and pop prior to them getting maybe the big funding. And I do that because, that's kind of like my story. I started out in this all independently. I didn't have like, a big financial backer. And, I just want to pay it forward. I want to help those who, they don't have like the tech savvy skills when it comes to digital marketing or connecting or getting even media to write about their launch. And so I try to lend my services however I can. Actually recently launched my collective. It's called Perks of Ambition. And it's really just like this kind of like a club, but also kind of like an incubator where we're helping each other grow and take each other's projects and products to the next level. So that's kind of like my passion in this arena.
Really cool. So a lot of influencers we've interviewed predict that video will continue to grow the quickest in the next 5 years. So how did you become so comfortable in front of the camera, and what advice would you give aspiring influencers as it pertains to video?
Well, I guess I had a little bit of an advantage because I did work in TV news. Although I still to this day remember my very first time going live in the 6 o'clock, session in Eastern North Carolina, and the butterflies in my stomach. And I just have to say, practice makes perfect. And there's so many new apps and mediums popping up, but you just find one that works for you. If you're not great live, then don't go live. Like, you don't have to do that just because everyone else is doing that. I like to do Instagram because I like little short video snippets, and I find that I have a more robust and engaged following on Instagram compared to Snapchat. I started YouTubing, I guess it's like 5 years ago now, and my YouTube game kind of has fallen off as my Instagram game has increased. So now the strategy is, okay, I have to create these different types of content. I might shoot the same story or the same interview, but I'll customize it. So what you're getting on YouTube is not exactly the same as what you're getting on my IG, because not all of your followers, your network, they're not always going to be on every platform, and you don't have to either. And that's the thing I like to encourage people: find something that works for you. And practice makes perfect. I mean, it takes me time, even now, to do a take. Sometimes I have to do like 5 takes, and I've been doing this for almost 10 years. So don't beat yourself up, and just put yourself in a schedule. I'm going to do 1 video a week.
Want to join Intellifluence as an influencer for free? It's easy. Visit Intellifluence.com, click on the influencers link, and then click on the Join for Free button to sign up. Once you have registered, you will get immediate access to our influencer marketplace where you can browse relevant offers from brands and apply on the spot. You'll also be eligible to receive attractive product and service pitches from brands. There's absolutely no cost to join as an influencer, so we hope you take advantage of our service. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and well, you know the drill. Until our next episode, keep being awesome.